Writing from your soul is hard enough. Watching that book get ignored, that's the heartbreak nobody warns you about. If you're a passionate author who's poured your heart into your book but you feel invisible online, then keep watching because I'll show you how you can turn your words into a loyal readership. And I know this works because it's what I do every day for the past 13 years. I've coached fiction authors on both marketing and mindset, helping 23 self-published authors hit the USA Today Bestsellers list and land on the New York Times list, with over 4 million books sold. And it's not just the big names. Jane went from only selling to friends and family to hitting Amazon's bestseller list, and Carmen grew her email list from 53 to over 500 in just 2 weeks. These are everyday authors just like you, and the results speak for themselves. Most authors think they need a massive social following and endless ads, or even a big publisher to sell books. Not true. There's a smarter system, one I've used for over a decade, that helps everyday authors sell more copies without burning money or chasing trends. When you follow it, sales stop being a guessing game and start becoming predictable. The truth is, selling books doesn't have to feel like a guessing game. There's a calm, clear system that takes you step by step so you can finally stop jumping from course to course. Instead of overwhelm and false starts, you get one steady, proven path that grows with you, building your readership and your sales month after month. When I first started coaching authors, I saw the same heartbreak over and over. Brilliant authors pouring their souls into books only to watch them vanish into Amazon's black hole. Honestly, it crushed me because I knew their stories deserved to be read. I've been on the other side too, as a reader, searching and searching to find stories I loved. And when I did, I became a lifelong fan of those authors. That's what every writer dreams of. Not just selling books, but creating fans who can't wait for the next story. And that's why I built this system. And once I started applying it, the transformations were incredible. Jane went from seeing only friends and family buying her books to hitting Amazon's bestseller list. Carmen grew her email list from just 53 people to over 500 in 2 weeks. And it wasn't luck. It was the same clear, step-by-step process I now guide every author through. So really, in order to sell more books without burning out, you only need 3 things. Clarity, so you never feel lost or overwhelmed again. Confidence, so you can share your work without fear or self-doubt. And consistency, so your visibility and sales become reliable, not random. That's exactly why your signature Get My Book Out There marketing system is built on. It's a 9-pillar framework. Don't worry, you don't need to juggle everything at once. I've turned it into what I call the author visibility flywheel. Here's how it works. First, we help you create books and experiences your readers actually want. Then we make it simple to share and engage so those readers start to find you. Next, we set up systems to sell your books with ease. And finally, we help you sustain and scale. So every release builds more visibility, more trust, and more sales. And the best part? Every time you go through the flywheel, it gets easier. You grow more confident, more consistent, and more successful with every cycle. Now, even when you understand this path, I know what you're probably thinking. How do I actually find the readers who will love my stories? How do I grow an email list when I can barely get friends and family to buy my book? How do I write blurbs or pick categories that actually help my book sell? How do I get visible on social media without burning out? How do I make sure every launch doesn't just fizzle out after a few days? And how do I do all of this without losing my energy or my writing time? These are exactly the strategies I designed the system to solve. Because the truth is, you don't need another random course, another quick fix, or another social media trend. You need a clear, proven system that brings all of this together step by step. And that's exactly why I created your signature Get My Book Out There marketing system. This isn't another cookie cutter course you buy and never finish. This is me working with you directly to apply the system to your books, your brand, and your author journey. Here's how it works. You get one-to-one coaching with me, so you have personal guidance tailored to your exact challenges and goals. You get weekly live group coaching calls where you get answers, encouragement, and breakthroughs while learning from other authors walking the same path. And you get access to our 24/7 active community, a circle of support where I and other experienced authors are there to celebrate your wins, troubleshoot roadblocks, and remind you that you're never doing this alone. Together, we build the clarity, confidence, and consistency you need to finally see steady sales and loyal readers. You'll have me in your corner, not just giving you strategies, but helping you implement them, overcome roadblocks, and stay accountable. Because the truth is, the system works, but the secret sauce is having somebody who's walked this path with hundreds of authors right by your side. So you can finally stop struggling in silence and start thriving as the author you were meant to be. But let's get real. You have a choice right now. You can try to figure this out alone, but what happens if nothing changes? Your books keep slipping into Amazon's abyss. Your sales stay random and unreliable. You keep jumping from course to course, searching for the missing piece. And maybe, worst of all, the dream that made you start writing in the first place, it starts to fade. I've seen too many authors quietly give up, not because they weren't talented, but because they couldn't crack the marketing side. And that breaks my heart. The penalty of inaction is simple. Another year of invisibility, of frustration, of wondering if you should just stop. But you don't have to. With the right system and support, you can turn all of this around. So if you're ready to stop feeling invisible, if you're ready to finally see your books in the hands of readers who love your stories, then now is the time to take the next step. Click the button below and join me inside your signature Get My Book Out There marketing system. The moment you join, you'll get instant access to our private author community, details on our weekly coaching calls, and I'll guide you straight into the first step of the system so you can start building clarity, confidence, and momentum from day one. This is your chance to stop struggling in silence and start thriving with clarity, confidence, and consistency. So go ahead, click the button, and let's get your book out there together.